guys? Texas Tornado here. We're looking at some of the figures we got in this week. Today we are looking at the Gijoe Classified Retro Collection Dr. Mindbender figure. Now, I feel like it's been a minute since I did some G.I. Joe Classified. I think the last one was Dial Tone, and that was, what, April? Right? So, yeah, I mean, you know, here we are again with some retro figures. And of course, if you've seen most of my other reviews on these, you will know or realize that, you know, I get confused on what we're doing. Originally, this figure came out as a San Diego Comic-Con 2 years ago or 3 years ago. A lot of people are mad. A lot of people didn't grab him. I don't understand that, though. I was able to get him. But anyway, so they decided to, you know, now do this retro line. And here we are with finally getting Dr. Mindbender in, you know, this kind of classic style, what everybody really wanted, I think. I don't think anybody asked for Classified. And of course, Classified has done some pretty cool figures. But, you know, I think this is what everybody wants. So now what I've done is I've sold all of my doubles of the Gijoe Classified figures, which is funny because I finally got rid of the movie figures. Someone actually finally bought them. Thank you to that person. But I think I have like 4 left, and I just have some of the ones that mean true to my heart. But now the retro figures are the ones that I'm doing doubles of, one to keep in the package and one to open. So we're going to go ahead and start with Dr. Mindbender. Now, the crazy thing about Dr. Mindbender is I already have him. So should I open this guy? Yeah, we'll see. All right, as you can see, it comes in this blister card packaging with the figure in front, oversized basically. And you got this retro art on the side. Of course, it's, you know, changed up for modern times. I guess it's a different type of thing. It's not exactly, it looks like the original, but it doesn't, you know. But this actually looks really cool. Like, I'm really actually happy, or, you know, I really actually like this artwork. It looks really cool. Like I said, it has that orange and yellow and white background, and it says G.I. Joe on the top with Cobra on the enemy. So that's really cool. I'm really liking that. So let's go and turn to the back. There is a tiny, I mean, well, not tiny, but tiny bio in the big card. And of course, what I don't like about this is the fact that it's all in different languages. And I don't know. I mean, it was American Hero. Why are we, you know, no offense to anyone, but do they really need it in different languages? I don't know. I guess that's how they make their money. They're going to try to sell it to everybody. No offense to anybody overseas that watches it. I'm just saying, for me, you know, the classic was, you know, the card was down here. You had the cross of all the other figures. So that's the only thing I think that, to me, makes this not as cool as, let's say, the 25th anniversary figures, because those were really cool. It had the bio. Everything was cool, and, you know, not all this extra crap. But anyway, as you can see, the cross-sell, he comes alongside Rock and Roll, the classic version, and of course Viper, also classic version. We'll do a review on Rock and Roll in a little bit, and Viper, I do get him next week, I think. So we will look at that one, of course. But yeah, I also like the fact that this is a thick card. They finally learned their lesson and not give us those crappy, you know, flimsy little cards that they did in the beginning. So anyway, so let's get this guy out of the packaging and get a closer look. And of course, we're going to do a comparison time to the other one that came along, and then my final thoughts. So we'll be right back. All right, here is Dr. Mindbender out of the packaging, looking pretty cool. I mean, this figure is awesome. Even if you you have the original, this one is really cool. I really, really like this version of him. I mean, you know, compared to the other one, this one has lighter purples, I believe. So like I said, when I get the comparisons side by side to the other one, we'll look more into that. But let's go ahead and get a closer look at him. Look at his cool face sculpt. I mean, he has, God, what's it called again? I forgot the name of that thing that goes over the eye, but you can see the detail on his face, looking really cool. Obviously, he doesn't miss the gym. I mean, look at this ripped body. I mean, he is, I mean, he has not missed the gym. That's I mean, it's so funny because you don't think about that when you're a kid. It's like, I don't remember him being so muscular. I remember that he had no clothes on, and I was like, what's going on here? And my friend Victor had him, and I'd be like, this guy has no clothes on. What's going on here? And but yeah, I mean, look at him. I believe, when he goes to the biker bars, they're all, hey, because I mean, look, he has a harness and all this kind of stuff. I mean, come on. Come on, I know which team he bats for. No, just kidding. His silver, look at the beautiful silvers all over him. Look really nice on his armbands, and then his crotch thingy, and then you got more on the back. And like the good thing on this guy is you do not see any of the paint off the cape on this figure. That was the biggest thing that came out with the San Diego Comic-Con version. There was paint. There was the cloth stuff came out onto the paint, which looked annoying. Look at the purple pants, purple pants. Come on, purple pants, harnesses. You got this, crotch thingy, and then you got these boots. Come on, knee-high boots. I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, macho man. All right, on the back here we have finally we got the Cobra insignia in the back of the cape, which is actually what a lot of people wanted. So that's really nice, a nice touch. So that's really, really cool. Look at that stash. Look at his eyebrows. I mean, dang, he's got eyebrows for days. All right, cool. So let's go and look at some accessory he comes with. So basically, from what I'm looking at, he comes with basically everything that he came with the other version, except for, of course, that was a deluxe that came with more accessories. But in terms of, well, no, maybe not. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time. So let's start with the basic stuff first, and then we'll get to the cool stuff. First of all, it comes with his figure stand. Don't know why the other versions of the classified don't come with it. All these figures should have figure stands. I'm just saying. It makes it a lot easier when you have them up instead of late at night you're just hearing figures fall. I'm just saying. And then he has his blaster, the black blaster, not bastard. So it's really, really cool. He has another one. I guess there's something on the top silver. Not sure what that is for, but okay. He has his canister. Not sure why. I have no idea what his gun or his main thing's about. He has his little pump thingy, his hose. There's some hose in this house. Put a comment in number 2 if you know what that song, if you ever heard that song before. Now he has 2 different versions of this. I think this is basically what the classic look like. I don't know what kind of gun this is. So if you know in the comments, let me know, and I'm sure you will. But yeah, I think this is the original one that came with him back in the day, and this is the modern one that came with him on the other one. So yeah, interesting. All right, and that's all he comes with. So let me go ahead and grab the other one, and we'll do a quick comparison time, and then we'll do my final thoughts. Let's do a comparison time to the San Diego Comic-Con version of Dr. Mindbender. And I'm already seeing some different changes on this one. As you can see, this one is a lighter purple. It's really nice. And the silvers pop a lot more than on this version. It's more of a dull version. Of course, you can see there's, that's more darker on this side, and of course you got this silver over here on the boots that really pop. And then the face sculpts are different. I mean, the monocle, I figured it out. And this one kind of has more like a glass type thing on the side, like a design on it. And this is a little bit basic on there. And then his eyebrows are even his mustache, they grew. They grew over the time frame. Of course, he still has the same body. And like I said, this one is what he came with. So like I said, this one, yeah, this is the original that came with the figure back in the day. So this is what I'm gonna put on him. I knew it looked different. So of course, another thing, you know, on this cape, you know, this is a lot shinier than this one, but this one definitely has the Cobra emblem on here. And I'm thinking that's probably why there was some stuff that came out. Where was it? It was in the arms or the back. They had the black. Yeah, you see how the black markings right there? That's because of this. I don't think we see it on this one. No, we don't. The arms are the same. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, you know, definitely like what they do with the retros is they change up the colors and change up things. And I do like the fact that you got the original, you know, weapon, which can go with this one. So it stands up a little, so I can just move this guy to another, you know, display. Probably put him over here in the front with my other, I guess, yeah, because I got a his tank here, so in the living room, so I'm gonna put him with that, and this guy will go with the other ones. And like I said, this one is nicer in a sense because, like I said, all that shininess looks really nice. It really makes a figure pop, and I love this. So this one definitely is a superior. And of course, if you didn't grab this one, you definitely have a good chance. You have a good chance with this one because you had a great opportunity to grab this one because, you know, you're getting basically a classic Dr. Mindbender. All right, so let me go and get my final thoughts on this guy. We will be right back. All right, here are my final thoughts on the G.I. Joe Classified Retro Dr. Mindbender figure. Now, this one is a really cool one. If you did not get the San Diego Comic-Con version, this is definitely the version you should get. I'm really liking this one a lot. Like, it, you know, it's not just the repaint. Like, it's, you know, they did the repaint, but they did the silvers are popping. You got the Cobra sign on top and back of the cape, which he had when, you know, that's what he had when we were younger. And then also too, the addition of that, I don't know what that is, a fire hose, water hose. I don't know what that is, but that, and having the original with it makes it stand out. And this is actually a pretty cool figure, like I said. So at first, you know, did I really want to get another version of this one? And I'm glad I did because, like I said, he does look really cool. So yeah, right now they're shipping. I got this off of Amazon for $24.99. So they're coming out. So, you know, luckily we're getting some, even though they're redos of the figures, we're finally getting some more G.I. Joe Classified. And actually, I think the next wave comes out in a couple weeks. So very much excited. Look forward to those videos coming out. Do you guys collect the retro figure? What do you think of the retro line? Is it something that you like better than the classified? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, go bro! Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.